So.
All right. What 3 things do you bring to the table as a creative artist?
I mean, I bring my charisma, my ingenuity on like creativeness in the moment. I'm very good at like improving, kind of bringing my emotions into the scene, and then I'm also good at stunts or anything kind of with action scenes. It's kind of my vibe for sure, and I spent a long time doing like intense sports. So yeah, I could bring a lot of that stuff.
So with your background in extreme sports, I guess
Yeah.
you call it, and engineering,
Mm-hmm.
what elements of those 2 things do you bring to the process of being an actor?
So for those 2 things, for extreme sports, I have a very high skill level. So, there's scenes that need to be done with the official actor. You don't have to have a stunt guy who's, filling in. Like, it's the guy. So I think it brings a different dynamic and then emotional response for the scenes. When you're the guy doing the performance, like the stunt, you kind of carry that intensity into the part and the role because you are the guy doing it. So there's that part. And then I would say the engineering side, I'm very methodical, calculated, and, very good at learning things fast and adapting on the fly. So I'd say that's a major skill set with engineering.
Okay. Where do you see yourself in terms of your pursuit of a career in the industry in the next 3 years?
Next 3 years, I definitely want to do, theatrical. I love movies a lot, especially action movies. So next 3 years, I mean, I do want to get my base going. It seems like for this industry to be successful, you got to start with commercials. So I plan to do that. And I've been in the industry for my sport at the highest level. So I'm definitely used to like interview style, like high energy stuff, promoting products. I've had a lot of sponsors in my day promoting their stuff, their products. So I do well with commercials, and then transitioning into theatrical would be great.
Thank you. And whenever you're ready.
All right. Do I have to slate?
Nope. You'll just be doing the scene with the rod.
Which way do you want my eyes?
Where do you?
Okay. Internal Affairs says this cop had 2 other suspicious shootings on his record, both black men. Both times he was cleared by only just. Detective Lewis makes black man number 3. You know any reason why we shouldn't hang him?
Well, it's a little more complicated than we originally thought. We found $300,000 in cash in the trunk of the car that Detective Lewis was driving.
But it wasn't Lewis's car. Maybe he didn't know the money was even in it.
You really think that you're going to make that fly?
Who knows about the money?
You've got to be kidding me.
There's only 2 of us in this room.
Myself, my partner, Detective Ferguson.
And it wasn't Detective Lewis? There's no evidence of wrongdoing, which means Internal Affairs wouldn't even consider this evidence.
Well, you can do this whole dance all you want, but I'm willing to bet that when the coroner report comes back tomorrow, it's going to say that Detective Lewis was cooked out of his head.
I know all the sociological reasons why per capita 8 times more black men are incarcerated than white men. The schools are a disgrace. Lack of opportunity, biased judicial system, all that stuff. I mean, it's got to get you on a gut level. The black man just can't keep his hand out of the cookie jar. Of course you and I know that it's not the truth, but that's how it'll play out. And assholes like Lewis just keep flaming the flame. It's got to get you. What do you think kids in Compton need to make them believe, to give them hope? A drug-dealing cop or a fallen hero?